Doesn't look like the right belt for you, Eric. You're muted.
Oh, I packed my stuff. I couldn't find it.
You packed it? Where you're like, fuck this pandemic, I'm getting out of here?
It's one of my projects. I'll find it today.
Awesome, man. I was just messing with you. It's good to see you, dude. I miss you.
Yeah, you too. How are you holding up?
I'm doing great, man.
Good.
How could you not be doing good with this beautiful bearded professor who just joined us?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How are you guys?
Morning,
Doing great, man.
Dun, dun, dun. How's your Saturday going?
Going well. How's yours?
Nice. Man, so far, really well. I'm feeling good. Ready to do some jiu-jitsu. It's like the highlight of my day. Dang, and Luke's here all outside in the sun.
Sun's out, guns out.
Dang.
Oh, snap, bro. Looking pretty golden there, too, man.
Yeah, what else is there to do these days?
I've got no excuse for being as pale as I am right now.
It's funny, though. It's because it's not like I'm going to bump into any babes anytime soon.
You got one behind you.
That's my roommate.
Oh, never mind. Doesn't count.
See better. Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jordan, how's your day going, buddy?
Going well. Going really well. I started third circle theory this morning.
Ooh, very nice.
Stoked. Did a podcast with Elliot.
Nice, man. How about
you?
Uh-oh. Can you hear me? How was your podcast, buddy?
It was good. It was really good.
What'd you guys talk about?
Oh, we talked about it was for Easton.Online. So we talked about starting a new academy, only existing for 2 months and then closing up after when the pandemic hit, what that's like. Communication, what to do with the time, stuff like that.
Nice, man. All right, so we got a little bit of time. We'll catch some stragglers. Jordan's here to help me so we can get started in the training, and he'll be able to slide anybody in that's late. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. What about you, Richard? How you feeling, buddy?
Shoot. Unmute.
There you are.
I'm good.
Nice.
I don't know how to work this thing.
Same, man. Now,
Can you hear me?
how's that grappling dummy treating you, man?
Good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't even know I unmuted it. So, it's awesome, man. It's doing real well. I'm actually I broke through some barriers yesterday mentally. Like, I was struggling at first because, I don't know if you know, I'm a recovering addict. And I was struggling yesterday real bad with wanting to drink. And I'm not even a drinker. That wasn't even my choice. But the last few days, I've been struggling with that. So yesterday, after watching David Goggins, I've been working up to running a marathon. And the longest I've ever ran was about 6 miles. So I was like, okay, I'm going to run 6 miles yesterday. But I pushed myself and I ended up running 11 miles and I broke through some mental barriers that were awesome.
Nice, man. Good for you. That's badass.
Never in my life ran 11 miles. And then tomorrow, when it's all cold like it's going to be, and I'm gonna shoot for 15 for my birthday.
Hey, is your birthday tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nice. Happy early birthday, Rich. That's badass.
Thank you. Thank you for what you're doing too, man. This is awesome what all the professors and everybody at Easton's doing. I mean, I love it. It's so cool. Thank you guys.
Man, we're stoked to get back on the mats with everybody, my friend. We've been missing you guys. Let's see. We're right at 10 o'clock, so we'll let the stragglers filter in. I say we go ahead and stand up and we'll get started. All right? So let me play the camera a bit. Perfect. Dun, dun, dun. Everybody see the Uki? What's up, purple belt?
Hello, everybody.
Nice. All right, guys. Let's see. I would like to get started with a little bit of warm up. First, I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming in and training. It means the world to us to see you guys all here. Some things today, a little bit of a longer flow because we've been training now all week. So I'd like to put it all together. You've probably checked out a few different classes. So I'm going to try to combine a few of the things you've seen in both Professor Nick's class, Professor Ian's class, and Professor Peter's class. All right. Now, remember, you don't need a partner at all, but I recommend at least grabbing a pillow, stuff it in a gi. That'll help us with our movements. If you're just watching, I'm super down for that. The thing I would ask as you watch, as you visualize yourself doing the techniques, get really picky about all 4 limbs, right? Talk to myself in my head. What's my right hand doing right now? Where's my left foot during all of this? I may not be able to train, right? Maybe you're at home in a small space or you're in an apartment, it's too loud. But we can absolutely visualize our way through it and really work on that kind of proprioceptive knowledge, right? So no matter how you're training today, thank you so much for coming in. We'll get started. Let's bow in. Nice. Now, this is a fundies level class, so we're going to get a nice warm up. I want to hear your Portuguese. I don't care if it's not as skillful as you think. My Portuguese is real bad. So you're going to look great compared to mine. All right. Now, you're probably all on mute. No worries. If you have a question, raise your hand. Jordan will be able to help us get you squared away. But most of this you've done in all our fundies classes, right? So we get a little space. Can I move you that way just a bit? But not that much. There you go.
Oh, I can just
Come on, purple bell. Ready? We'll start off with our jumping jacks. And boom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll get in with those jumping jacks to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll crisscross applesauce these jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go with some squats. Hands on our gi, feet shoulder width apart, heels on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's hit a little break fall. Let's go to the floor. Make sure we can see everybody. Try to keep it up here. How about that? Perfect. All right, so our dogs are probably going to help. Please don't mind them. They're just kissers. All right, guys, so we'll stay with our warm-up. I would like to sit up. We're going to hit some break falls. Remember, you might be in a space that we don't want to hit the ground too hard. Maybe it's too loud. Maybe it's pavement. So we'll be really easy with our hands. Let's just get the motion. Keep that chin tucked to our chest. We'll start off with some break falls. Boom. Sit all the way up. Push. Strings. Uh-oh. No. And stays. These are on the light above us, dude. Stretch. 8. 9. Days. Yeah, this one. All right, another one, guys. We're gonna stay with the side to side on these break falls. So if you've never done this before, no worries. You're gonna start off on your right side. My right leg is straight, my left leg is bent. My right hand is palm down on the floor. My left hand's tight to my chest. I don't want to open it up and blow out my back. I don't want to bring it to my right hand because I get too small and I might hurt my shoulders. It's going to stay right on our side. I'm going to pick up my hips and drop to the other side. So now my right leg will be bent. It's my top leg. My left hand will be palm down, my chin to chest. My left leg, guys, bent, not straight. I don't want to hurt it. Locking out my leg. It's got a soft bend to it. We'll pick up our hips. Break fall on the other side. Ready? And boom. Push. Raise. Pick up those hips. Cuatro. Cinco. Seis. Sete. Oito. Nove. Dez. Very nice. Let's get through our shrimps. Peel this down just a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. All right. We're on our right side first. Our right leg will be straight. Our frames are up, palms nice and wide. So we can play our A-frame game if you had a partner. Pick up those hips and shrimping onto our right side. My frames extend. I pull myself back under. 5 on the right side. Ready? Boom. Shrimp back in. Dois. Shrimp back in. Tres. Shrimp. Cuatro. One more. Cinco. Other side. Left leg straight. Boom. Dois. Pick up those hips. Tres. Cuatro. And cinco. Very nice. Let's run our triangles. Remember, you might sit all the way up for the momentum. You might stay back. Not too picky. The thing I am picky about is your hips have got to get off the floor. No triangles with our back flat on the ground. Here. A little bit of a rock. Close down that triangle. We're going to alternate sides. Ankle directly behind the knee. Ready. And boom. Dois. Tres. Cuatro. Cinco. Seis. Sete. Oito. Nove. Dez. Very nice. We'll scoot back just a bit. Let's run that same motion, but laterally. So instead of picking up our hips, we're going to roll over our shoulders and hit our Kimura sit-ups. So I'm on my back. I'm going to post my right elbow. I'm going to grab my right wrist watch. My right leg will straighten. My left leg will post. I'm going to pick up my hips just a bit. Hips to the floor, shoulders to the mat. Switch sides. When you do that, left elbow down. I'm going to grab my left wrist watch. Pick up my hips. Roll to the other side. Ready. Boom. Dois. Tres. Cuatro. Cinco. Seis. Sete. Oito. Nove. Dez. Woo, you're almost there, my friends. So, Jiu-Jitsu sit-ups, AKA grappler sit-ups. Right heel, we're gonna curl under our hips. Left leg, we're gonna have out in front. Now, you might put your right hand on the mat to help you pick up those hips, roll over your shin into the lunge. You might not use your hand at all. Switch legs, left heel under, right foot posted. My hands can sit off if I'm a little more advanced. All the way up. Switching legs on each rep, curl that heel under. My top leg will be over my ankle, posted, so I can rock. Roll over my shins and come up. Ready. Boom. Dois. Come on, purple belt. Tres.
It's all the snacks.
Cuatro. Word. Cinco. Seis. Sete. Oito. 9. 10. Whew. All right, last one. Let's tie it all together. We're gonna break fall, stand up and base. So we'll do all our right side first. Right hand posted, left foot posted. Right leg straight, left hand protects. I like elbow to knee just as a reminder. Pick up my hips, kick my bottom leg, pull my bottom leg underneath, and break fall. When you break fall, guys, remember, you might be on the carpet, so I'm not gonna break fall super heavy here. Palms down, butt down. No back of the head to the floor. Sit up, be ready for the next rep. Right side first, right hand down, right leg straight, left elbow to left knee, and all the way up. Boom. And up. Dois. And up. Tres. Up. And cuatro. And up. Nice. Let's switch sides. Break fall. Left hand down. Right foot posted. Right elbow to knee. Left leg's gonna kick. And boom. Back down. Be ready. Dois. Nice. Back down. And tres. Good work. Almost there. And cuatro. One more. And sink. Nice. Have a seat. Catch our breath. If you got a water, you can go ahead and grab it. I'm going to grab Stuffy Steve for a second so you can see the drill on a partner and on the dummy. So go ahead and grab your grappling dummy if you don't have it. Remember to call your partner by their name, not dummy.
Yeah, he's sleepy. Lay down, take it.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, so if you got a Stuffy Steve or a gi with a pillow in it, either one's gonna work. Remember, we're a little fancy since we got time to kind of break it down. If you have a partner, upper belt's gonna go first. So lower belt can go ahead and lay down. Make sure you can still see. Upper belt can go with me on this first rep so you can get a feel for it. We're gonna Toreando. We're gonna jump sides. So remember that when we Toreando, we gotta get some disconnect from the feet. So if you got a grappling dummy, I'm holding his pants. If you got a pillow, I'm holding the pillow. My partner, it's easy, just like in class. Front of the pants grips, feet to floor. So I disconnect. I'm gonna shuffle all the way to the left, making sure not to cross my feet. My left knee hits, my left shoulder long guard for my partner. Now, from here, I'm gonna move my head to the same side that I passed on. So right next to my legs. Notice that that puts me hip to my partner. It's gonna make it easier for me to hop over. What to do with our hands? The far arm, your arm that's across your partner's body or holding the far pant leg, it's gonna lay down. So you can put that shoulder right in the belly of your partner. My head's gonna be opposed, so I'm gonna make sure I'm not too far on the back of my head. I'm not on my face. Use that real strong forehead you got, Blair. My other hand, it doesn't have anywhere to grip because of the way I've orientated, right? Because my head came over, my arm had to get out of the way. So it's gonna post right next to my ear. And this is what's gonna allow me to come up, my head and my left hand. Butt in the air, and here we go. You might just walk, side control. You might hop over. I'm not too picky. I just wanna switch sides. I'll hop up, run it again. Toreando. Shuffle to the right, right knee down, right shoulder, long dart. I'm gonna move my head to the same side. So my right hand pose, my left hand lays down so I can pick up my hips. And then here we go. I might hop over, making my way to side control. From here I'll hop off and we'll run it again. So if I had a partner, upper belt, go ahead and get ready to do this rep with me. So grab your dummy or grab your partner, have them lay down. We're gonna go feet to hips, Toreando position. Jam the knees if you got a partner, feet to floor if you got a dummy, and shuffle to the right. Right knee down, right shoulder, long dart. Your partner's gonna push your head, or you're gonna move your head to the same side as your legs. Post your hand, hug your shoulder to the hips, get that butt in the air, walk to the other side. Now, if I have a partner, they're gonna regard, I'll stand up. If I don't have a partner, I just stand up, I run it again. So upper belt, you're gonna go for 2 minutes. Lower belt, you're gonna get the next round. If you have a grappling dummy and no partner, you get to do all 4 minutes, you're a lucky cat. All right, you guys ready? Any questions? All right, ready, on 3, 1, 2. Very nice, all right, here we go. Best one to go with is first. If you get lost, just follow along with my words. First, Toreando. We pass to our side. Their partner's gonna push the head to the floor or move your head to the same side as your knees. Hop to the other side. I'll regard, or my partner will just stand up, run it on the other side. Disconnect, shuffle, long dart, head to the same side, hop over. Very nice. Regard, we'll run it again. Toreando, knee down, shoulder down, head to the same side, hop over. Very nice. Make sure you're going both directions, guys. Upper belt still first. Easy with the long darts. I've been eating a lot of snacks. And Toreando. Move the head to the side. Hop for the back exposure. My partner will hide from that. I'll get to run the other side. Toreando. Pass. Move your head. Hop over for the back exposure. Very nice. One more rep. One more rep, Toreando. Long dart. Move your head. Hop over.
Oh, I just slipped on stuffy.
And perfect. Nice work. Bottom to top. Bottom to top. Guys, make sure you're muted. So if they need to see, they can hear my camera. We'll be good to go. Ready. Lower belt and or you're doing another round with your dummy. Ready. And Toreando, disconnect, shuffle to the right. Right knee down, right shoulder down. Move the head to the same side. Post your hand, hug the legs, hop up, walk over, side control on the other side. I'll hop up, we'll run it again. And Toreando, pass. Move our head to the other side. Hop over. And reset. Just trying to plan on my partner doing good things, right? I know they're not going to want to give up the pass. They're going to try to defend. But commitment to one side means I get to expose the back if I'm paying attention to the direction change. All right, I'm right again. And Toreando, knee down, shoulder down, head down, hop over. We'll hop up again. Toreando, knee down, shoulder down, head down, hop over. One more rep. And Toreando, knee down, shoulder down, head down, hop over, and pass. All right, we'll catch our breath. Bring it in, bring it in. So let's add to it. I want to keep the pass going. From the pass, we're going to move to mount. We're going to finish with some of those chokes that we've been working on when we started this class last Saturday. So we'll run the whole chain, Toreando, hop over. Once we're in side control on the other side, remember, we're looking for the pin. So I'd like to get this cross face, and I'd like to get this other arm under the armpit. Now for my more advanced students, off your second pass, right? So Toreando, hop over. We're gonna look at that as like a secondary pass. Off that secondary pass, your hands should be facing different directions. So when you hop over, you'll kind of be laying on your inside arm, and your outside arm will be posted. It's gonna become the far side underhook. So if I just hopped over to this side, my shoulder stays as the lawn dart. My right hand, my far side underhook, that was the post. Snakes under the shoulder, 4 fingers right on top. I'm gonna hug this shoulder down. I wanna be pulling my elbow to my hip. Once I've connected, the hand I was laying on will come out, cross face. We'll connect our hands. Now, we're gonna make our way to the mount. Make sure our elbow, this inside frame, we deal with our knee. Drive it out with that top knee, my left knee. Now from here, my head will hit the floor, and my right hand will turn into the crazy hand from the Addams family, and I'll start walking. I want to walk this elbow towards the head, because this is going to allow me to put my knee on the belly. I don't want knee on belly, I want mount. But I don't want to hop over into mount with a big wide leg and get caught in half guard. But when I put my knee on the belly, one, he could really push this leg away, right? So I got to get rid of this arm. But I also got to watch, because I'm on top of his hips, he can bridge now. And when our partner bridges, without my head post, I'll get rolled over. So our head is going to save us, and our walking Addams family hand is going to get rid of their arm so I can drop to the mount. Remember, when you want to mount the upper belt, the student that's been training for a while, it's not going to be just step over. When I just step over, I immediately am going to get caught in the reguard, the knee to elbow escape. Even though we got rid of his elbow, he can still move their legs. So I strongly recommend, if you're going to mount an upper belt, flop that hip down. So as I go head to floor, I walk the hand, I cut the elbow. When this knee hits, when my right knee hits, my hip will follow. And my right knee will stay pointed into my partner's hips. They're going to try to bring their legs over, but I'm driving into the hip, trying to keep it flat on the mat. And then from here, I'll walk my way into the high mount. I want to get knees to armpits. All right. Refresher, if you don't remember, 3 chokes from here we worked on this week. Option number 1, they all start the same. Open the jacket, 4-finger cross grip, fist to floor. Choke number 1, make sure you're off to the side. So I don't want my partner to try to trap and roll me. So my weight is off center. We're gonna go underneath. 4 fingers under our elbow. We're gonna go open those hands, get a nice little grip. My head to my top arm. My elbows to my hip bones. I don't open my arms, look how wide the choke gets. Elbows to hips. Like I'm gonna pick this person up off the floor and whisper in their ear. Finish. Choke number 2. Stays the same with the entry. Walk, 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 walk. Using my post to come over here into the danger zone. I know she's gonna trap and roll me, but because of this high post, very hard to get rid of it. We're gonna cut the elbow across the neck. 4 fingers on the top shoulder. Finish. Now, choke number 3. 4 fingers in, off center. Walking the post to the danger zone. Some cats are going to use their chin and hide their collar. No worries. We're going to use our elbow. Right in the side of the ear, I'm going to open the neck. With the neck exposed, I'm going to take my thumb, grab the collar. I just want to hook thumb into the lapel. I'll make a fist. Now my partner, they don't want to stay here. They're getting the neck kind of cranked on. They're going to roll their head under the elbow, which is going to allow me to bring my elbow over the top, set my choke, head to my top hand, elbows to hips. Finish. All right, so we're going to run the whole chain. I'll do it with a partner now. You can see it. Lower belt, go ahead and lay down. Upper belt, walk through this rep with me. If you got a gi dummy, no worries. You get lots of extra reps. All right, starts with the Toriando. Disconnect, shuffle, knee down, shoulder down, head down. Hop to the other side. Now here we go. Notice those hands. You should be laying on an arm. Your right arm under your belly. My left arm's going to go get an underhook on the far elbow and 4 fingers to the shoulder. Once I'm connected, my right hand can come out, cross face. Now remember, let's use our top knee to dig their inside elbow out. Go collected, put it in your hip. Let's use our head as a post. Let's use our left hand as the Addams family. Walk the elbow high. Knee across the belly. Now remember, flop the hip to get to the mount. Walk nice and high. Knees in the armpits. All right, here we go. Choke number 1. Open the lapel. Cross grip, 4 fingers in. Get that fist to the floor. Off center. So we're going to lean to the side that we've got our first grip. So now Beth tries to buck and roll me. I'm just way too heavy on this side to get rolled to the other side.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Because of all my snacks, right? Now, we're going to take our free hand. It's our left hand. It's going to go under our elbow, under our choking arm, 4 fingers into the lapel. Make a fist, head to floor, over our top hand, elbows in, squeeze. Choke number 1. Choke number 2, open the lapel on the same side, 4 fingers in. Make a fist, walk the post to the danger zone. Cut the elbow across the neck and finish. Head to floor, ready. And choke number 3, be nice to your partner.
Yeah.
Walk the post to the danger zone. Use that elbow to open their neck. See how I can expose this space right here? Now my thumb's rolling in for a grip. I know she's gonna move her head. That's okay, because it puts me into the choke. Head to the floor. If I choke up here when she bridges, boom! I have seen white belts get knocked out from this. You don't want this, I promise. Head to the mat. Now I'll finish. I'll hop up, run it again. All right, anybody got questions? You guys feel good? All right, here we go on 3. Ready, 1, 2. Very nice. Upper belt, you're first. If you get lost, listen to my voice. We'll walk through it. Toriando, knee down, shoulder down, head down, hop over. Now from here, get an underhook on the far side, get a cross face on the near side, get rid of the inside frame with your knee. And now we're gonna start walking our free hand, our cross-body arm, like Cousin It or Thing from Adam's Family. Head to floor, knee across the belly, flop the hip to the mount. And now you're gonna lean up. Here comes our chokes. Open the collar, 4 fingers, the under, head to floor on the top hand, and squeeze. Let's run it again, but the secondary choke. Open the collar, 4 fingers in, walk the post to the danger zone in case I try to roll you. When I give up, cut the elbow across the neck, 4 fingers on the shoulder, head to the top hand, finish. And choke number 3, be nice to that partner. It's all the same, danger zone, but I tuck my chin. I don't want to give up the choke. So use your elbow in the ear, open the head, roll that forearm across the face, finish. Hop back up, we'll run it again on the other side. Toriando, knee to floor, lawn dart, head to floor, hop over. Nice. From the hop over, get an underhook on the far side, a cross face with your near arm. Kill the inside frame, walk the outside frame. knee across the belly, flop the hip into the mount. Here we go. Open the collar, 4 fingers in. First choke slides underneath. Head to the top hand and finish. Second choke starts the same, 4 fingers in. We're gonna walk the post over into the danger zone. Slide across the neck, head to top hand, finish. Third choke, open the lapel, walk the post. They tuck their chin, so move their ear with your elbow. Slide the grip over, finish. Ooh, again. Hop back up, right back to work. It's gonna go a little quicker. Toriando, hop over. Making our way to side control. Get to mount. From the mount, choke number 1. Under, perfect. Head to the top hand, and to the top hand, purple belt.
This is my first show.
Oh, God.
That's right.
Nice on purple belt, headed backwards. Choke number 2, walk the post to the danger zone. Just cut the elbow, finish. Choke number 3, walk the post, move the ear, thumb in the collar, fall to the choke. Nice, hop up, right again. Other side, Toriando. Hop over. Underhooks to mount. Open the grip. First choke, underneath, cross collar, finish. Second choke, over the top, cut the elbow across the neck, finish. Third choke, elbow to ear, open the neck, thumb in the collar, roll. Nice, bottom to top, bottom to top. Whew. Whew. Catch our breath for a second. If you got a dummy, this is your chance to catch a little breather. You're running it back. If you got a partner, bottom to top. Starts off with a Toriando pass. I shuffle to the right. Right knee down. Let's get to work. Right shoulder down. Head down. Hop to the other side. Side control. I'm going to get an underhook with my cross arm. 4 fingers to the shoulder. My near side arm is going to go cross face. I'm going to kill her near side frame with my knee and my elbow. I'm going to put my head down. Walk her far side frame. Knee across the belly. Flop my hip. Make my way to the mount. Now, scoot down just a bit. Now with the mount, open the collars. Cross collar grip, 4 fingers in. Make a fist. I'm off center to make sure I don't get rolled. When I feel my partner give up, my left hand's gonna go under my right elbow. 4 fingers in the collar. Close the elbows, head to the top hand. Finish. Set up the second choke. Open the lapel. 4 fingers in. Now let's walk this post all the way over here. My partner can try to trap and roll, but with my post, it's almost impossible to get rid of me, right? Now my elbow is just gonna cut the neck, slide over the top, like forearm to forearm, until I get 4 fingers on the top shoulder. Once I make my grip, my elbows to my hips, my head to the floor, I pick up my partner's head like I'm gonna whisper in their ear. Choke number 3, open it up. 4 fingers in, post to the danger zone. But my partner hides the collar by pinching their chin to their chest. Not gonna be a jerk, but I'm gonna put my elbow on the mat. I'm gonna put my elbow right by their ear, and I'm gonna start opening up that neck. Once I expose the collar, I'm gonna grab thumb into the lapel. This is gonna allow me to roll my elbow up, set my forearms together, and we're back into the choke. Head down, squeeze. We'll hop up, run it on the other side. Make sure we're going right and left, guys. Toriando. Hop over. Far side underhook. Near side cross face. Connect those hands. Dig that inside frame out with your knee. Walk the cousin in hand. I think it might be the fang. I don't know. My hamstring will need some work. Walk the elbow, head to floor. Knee to the belly. Flop the hip. Mount. Here we go. Let's run the choke. I'd like to try it on the other side as well. Open the collar, 4 fingers in. Make my grip. My free hand's gonna go under my elbow, 4 fingers in, head to the top hand, finish. My free hand's gonna post, walk to the other side, slice the neck, 4 fingers to the shoulder, finish. And third choke, walk, 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 walk. She hides her neck. Elbow to the ear, open the neck. Thumb in the collar, rotate the wrist, and finish. Another one. And Toriando, hop over. Secure side control. Go to the mount. Here we go, open the jacket, 4 fingers in the neck. Near side arm goes under my elbow, collar grip, head down, finish. Walk the post to the danger zone. Slice the neck, my 4 fingers stay on the shoulder, finish. Third choke, last one, walk, 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 walk. But she hides the collar with her neck. Elbow in the throat, thumb in the collar. Rotate over the top and finish. Whew. Good work, my friends. Bring it in. Bring it in. Now, whew, got me sweaty, right? What I would like is for the next 5 minutes, you and your partner to go 1 for 1. If you don't have a partner, you're just gonna do it on your dummy, you get extra reps, right? It's awesome. And I'm gonna change us to the different view so I can watch, right? So if you have any questions, holler at me now, because if not, I'm gonna turn on the clock and you're gonna run that as one big chain, 1 for 1. All right, let's see. Caitlin, can I get that question? Oh, let's see. I'm having a hard time hearing you, my friend.
Good.
Yes, I got you.
Awesome. I'm having a hard time choking my partner. He says I'm just crushing his sternum, but I'm not actually choking him.
Wow, you got some strong grips, man. Crushing sternums, that's impressive. Now, some things that I can play with. And I'm going to have my partner stay sat up so it's a little easier to see. Can you come this way just a little bit? So some things I want to do with the choke. When I say 4 fingers to the floor, it's kind of a cue to make sure I get my grip lower. So if I had that turning this way, I don't want the grip low because now when I squeeze, my knuckles get them right in the sternum. I'm just banging out the breastbone, right? I would rather 4 fingers in, get that fist to the mat. Stay over here, purple belt. Notice how my hand gets past her ear. So now when I go to connect for the choke, my wrists, they start to hit her throat rather than her chest when the grip's too low. Right, right. So we want to get way up there in the neck. So when I squeeze, and here's another tip. When I squeeze, I make my grips and I roll my fingers to my face. So the back of my hand ends up pressing into the side of their carotids. There we go. Yes. How's that feel, Caitlin?
Better.
Awesome. All right. So whether you got a partner or not, you're going to go all the way through the whole series, switch bottom to top. Unless you got a dummy, then you're going to keep going. I just want to make sure I can get some views on your reps. Let's run the whole chain. All right, guys? On 3, ready? 1, 2. Very nice. All right, here we go. 1 for 1. Nice. Here we go. We get a Toriando. We hop over. We know our partner's going to be trying to defend the guard pass, but that's okay. We can accommodate that. We can plan for it. Very nice. Now we're going to go get some nice underhooks and frames. Let's get rid of those frames so we can make it to the mount. Nice, Eric. Yes. Pull those elbows to our hips. There we go. Walk in the post. Perfect. Nice. Let's get that head down, Josh. Yes, just to make sure I don't get rolled over. Let's see. We got a over the top hand. That's a great question. Anytime I'm choking with these cross chokes, I want my head on the top hand side, right? So right now, top hand relative to me would be my right hand. My head's going to go to this side. Does that make sense? Perfect. Keep going, 1 for 1. Let's see these reps. Nice. The whole way through. Very nice. Hey, there we go, Corey. That Toriano pass is money for you, man. Perfect. We know they're going to try to defend, so we're going to hop over instead. Not going to fight them, just move around them. Yes. Cross choke. Hey, very nice, youngin. Walk the post. Head to the right. Yeah, there we go. Very nice. And last one, we're going to move Josh's ear. Yep, say, Dad, move your neck. I need in on this choke. Yes. Perfect. Ooh, crew moo. That's interesting. You had me intrigued, crew moo. Hey, there we go. Yeah, walk Luke's hand all the way past his head. So you can slide your knee across the belly, all the way to the mount. Very nice. Now we'll lean up, start opening up the jacket. Perfect. 4 fingers in, and now the other hand, arm's gonna go underneath. Our head's gonna go to our left hand. Yes. Head to floor, squeeze the elbows to the hips, choke them out, choke them out. Yes. Perfect. Hey, very nice, Richard. Your dummy's got a good head on it, man. I like that. I can see the tilt over. Very nice. Use that elbow. Open up that space. 1 more minute, guys. Keep going 1 for 1 for me. If you got a dummy, you're getting all these reps, I'm happy. I need you to get these extra reps. Perfect. Lawn dart. I don't expect to stay here. I know they're going to try to turn and face. It's okay. I'll be 1 step ahead when I hop over. We're going to cross face the near side frame. We're going to walk the outside frame away from us. Yes. Nice. There we go, Eric. Yeah. There we go. Let me see that dummy's head, buddy. Perfect. Yes. Money time. Hey, head to the top hand, elbows to hips. Perfect. Walk the post. Yeah, it looks good, man. I'm still watching. Yes. Walk the post, cut the elbow, head to floor. Money time. Last one. Give him a little neck adjustment. Take him to the Cairo. Hey. Perfect. Good work, my friends. We'll hop up. Thank your partner. Give me a stand. Let's bow out. Whew. Change my camera a bit here. Perfect. Good work, my friend. Thank you so much for your help. Guys, thank you. Right, and let's do it a little closer. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming out. We appreciate you training. It means the world to us to see you guys on the mats. That chain right there is the first chain that I look for when I make it to mount. So when all this is over and we go train together again and you feel me trying to pass your guard, something to think about. I'm probably trying to hop over. So I'm trying to attack your first answer to my attack, right? So there's where we get into it's chess and not checkers. It's not just one strategy at play. There's a lot of different moving parts. And that's why a session like that is so important. I can't think about that chain when I'm attacking you because you're thinking the whole time too, right? And if I'm just a little bit delayed, then I'm going to lose the timing. The tempo's off. Your attacks start to work. Mine start to fall behind. So something that I would like, wow, my camera. Hey, there we go. Something that I would like is just to take this drill. Don't run it until you feel like you know it. Try running it until you feel like you can't mess it up, right? Because then I don't think about what the steps are. I know the steps. I know what attack to look for when I go to mount. I know what series to run when I'm in a certain position. So my speed, I start to feel like I'm moving faster than I really am just because my timing is better, right? And that, in my opinion, is a big deal. I'm never going to be the fastest person that I fight. I'm never going to be the strongest person. I'm never going to have the most opportunities or resources. Like there's always these things that will be just inherently a disadvantage for my particular position, my situation, on and off the mats. Jiu-Jitsu is trying to teach me that we're not trying to be anything other than exactly what we are and work with what we got, right? So no matter what's going on, no matter how the situation is playing out, I'm looking at my cards and I'm playing the best game that I can with those cards. Not wasting time trying to think about what I could have. I'm getting really efficient with what I do have, right? On and off the mats. So guys, thank you so much for training. We're gonna hang out here for a bit. If you have any questions, I'd love to chit chat. I'm gonna take everybody off mute and we're gonna wait just for a little bit. We're gonna get into some back attacks that are going to be very closely tied to what you worked on today in this class. So if you wanna hang out, please stick around. I'm gonna bow everybody out in case you gotta go. Go ahead and stand for me. Thank you guys again so much for training. We love our Easton's family. You guys are, you're the highlight of my whole day. I waited all week to be able to come into class with you. So thank you so much. We'll see you guys. Be safe. Take care of one another. We'll bow out. Wow. This the windows.
All right, thank you, Professor.
Hey, thank you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to stick around. I'd love to hear them.
I have one, Professor.
What's up, buddy?
So, Professor, when you're on going to mount and you're going across, when you're going across and you're here, how do you switch your hip?
What, honey?
Nothing charges. I'm so sick of
Drop
this.
it like you'd be sprawling.
My words.
I know.
Great question. So the idea is that I want to keep the space really small. So I don't want to flop so far that like it looks like they can get underneath me and like that hip to hip connection. I don't want to flop away. So the idea is that our knee that's cutting the belly, when we flop to our hip, we're going to drive that knee into the near side leg. So I'm trying to turn their hips away while I go to mount. So that knee, go ahead and take that right knee and drive it into your partner and drive your shoulder across the chest. Yeah. There we go. Exactly. So
Okay.
there it is.
Okay, I get it.
Makes sense? Because I want to try to get not just my knee pushing against them, but if I'm really dropping that hip and driving my knee through, my hip goes hip to hip, like I'm getting underneath that bottom leg. Because
Would you
now
be dropping on your heel?
yeah, on my heel a little bit. Yeah, I can see that. Almost, but just enough connection with our toes so we can still drive with that leg. Yep, we're dropping down. Bang. Now, yeah, see how that right knee's really tight to you? I want to drive that right knee lower on the dummy, more towards his knee. Yeah, so I can drive that leg underneath the bottom leg, and I'm still driving my upper body across the chest towards that left arm. Yes. Yeah. There we go. So now there's no way for his legs to come over the top and try to hook that half guard. Just keep walking my hips tighter until I step into it. Does that make sense?
Perfect.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
It felt more comfortable too when I got into that where I was more pushing against right here with my knee.
Yeah. It can feel like I'm jamming myself up a little bit when I first learn it. And then as I get more comfortable with it, I'll extend a little more. So I'm just trying to steer their hips through their femurs. Right? That's
your upper leg, this one that's cross body, you still have a little bit of pressure, right? And holding them like a hook.
Yeah. I'm going to need it to help me get to mount for sure.
Word.
Definitely hooking on. I like to think about jiu-jitsu kind of like an all-terrain vehicle, like independent four-wheel drive, right? So all four limbs need to be going, and they're going to be going at different speeds, different rates of power. Just they have to be moving at whatever's necessary for whatever job they're trying to accomplish, while keeping in mind the overarching, like what we're trying to accomplish with all the limbs together. Yes. Does that make sense? That's why it takes 10 years to figure anything out, man. There's a lot of moving parts.
It's fun.
Exactly. Hey, Alexander. I didn't know your name was Alexander. Come on, blue belt.
My parents wanted me to be different, so they gave me the CS instead of the X.
I like it. Now, you have chosen to use your quarantine time to grow out a mustache.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, is it as awesome as it looks on the camera, or is it the camera not doing you justice, buddy?
No, the camera's probably doing me more justice.
Some shadow, some depth.
Yeah.
To it. Okay.
I'm working. I'm trying to get like you, right? I'm close, I think.
Oh man, you gotta get there, bro. It took me years. It just means I'm old now, right? That's all it means, man. There was no special tricks. You're old. What are you reading right now, Blue Belt?
What am I reading? The Now Habit.
Ooh, how's that going?
It's pretty good. It's all about how procrastination stems from how we talk to ourselves in a negative way, and that leads to procrastination. So it's when you're faced with a challenge, how to like restructure the conversation you have in your own head.
Word. I like that. I think that comes up a lot in jiu-jitsu too, right? That moment where you see what you should do next, and you have that like, ooh, but I don't want to mess up. As that pause, that delay, like it's got to be perfect for you to try it. And like jiu-jitsu's trying to tell you, man, it's never going to be perfect, right? Like the more you delay, the harder it's going to become.
Mm-hmm.
Word. Let's see. Who else we got in here? Josh, what's up, buddy?
Not too much, man. I was off. Yesterday I was off from work, but I'm just hanging out.
Word. What about the youngin? Can you help me with the name?
Jaden.
Jaden. What's up, Jaden? How you feeling?
Good. How are you?
Nice. I'm doing well, man. You guys, we've been getting a lot of rolls in. You guys been duking it out?
Not really. I mean, we mess around, but we haven't been doing too much like rolling, honestly. My other son is
bro.
Yeah, my other son's bigger, but he tweaked his knee a couple weeks ago, so he hasn't been training. Yeah, no. But he's laying around getting better.
Nice, man.
Hey, I got a question real quick about the like passing over on that knee on belly. So when you walk the arm up, like, you think, I mean, I know there's different ways, but if you bring your knee like across the chest and your knee into the armpit, then you kind of take away them being able to put you into like a quarter guard. Do you think?
It's an interesting play, right? So I try to think about things through like that cost benefit analysis. The knee across the upper body may allow me to sneak into a higher mount to start, right? So there is some nice benefit to that. The risk that I start running into as my knee gets higher on my opponent is that if there's any sort of like a strength difference or weight difference, I'm starting to get pretty high up on their torso. So it may be easier for them to sneak out the bottom, especially if they're strong. They get a hold of us and just bump us up. And now they end up like hip heisting out the back.
Like if I'm on that position on you.
Right. You want to be careful with who you try it on, right? Different strokes for different folks.
Gotcha.
All right, Quan, what's up, man? How you been?
Hi, Professor. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing well, my friend. It's so good to see you. How's life?
Little stir crazy.
Yeah, it's been a minute now, right? Like we've been in here for a minute.
Yep.
What are you doing for your free time, right? When you have that moment of like, I got to do something. What is the something you do?
I go sit out the porch.
Ooh, very nice. Okay. You go out and chill. I like it.
Just get the sun in your face and
word.
Just feel the sun.
I like it, man. We adopted a dog, right? And she is just like 100 miles an hour at all times, or she's asleep, right? So we've been doing mad walks. It's amazing how out of shape I am for jiu-jitsu because I've been walking my ass off with this dog. But I agree, getting out in the sun helps a ton, man. Just something about being stuck with no air moving around me is hard.
Did you have to get approval from your first dog for the second dog?
Oh yeah, the first dog runs the house, right? So he had to like her, and he did. He loves her. He didn't realize she had so much energy though. So I think we're having some buyer's remorse now. Like he would like for her to take a nap every once in a while, right? Because he's old. He's 8, so a little slower vibe. Let's see. Who else we got? Hey, the Andrew's in. What's up, Andrew? Oh, Andrew's froze. And dang, we got Coach Dave.
Got
Dave,
my dummy ready.
Uh-oh, he's muted and his screen's dark. I wonder if he's even sitting there. Playing games with my heart, Dave. All right, who else we got? Who else we got?
Hey, Professor.
Ah, there was somebody. Man, you guys are killing me. Marcelo, what's up, buddy? Oh my God, I'm just talking out to the ether at this point. Andrew, nice job, man. Way to get you a gi dummy. Good work. Oh, now I'm getting some faces. There we go. What's up, Dave? Is that an Ohio State shirt, bro?
Is that good?
Uh-oh, he's on mute. He's just talking away. He's on mute.
Right here. Yeah.
With the sign back here?
Yeah. That should be good.
There you go.
Sorry, Professor. I'm not blowing you off. I'm just trying to get my phone charging again.
How you been, Coach?
I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
Man, missing you guys.
I enjoyed your class, Professor. Thank you. We're doing it again here with you.
We're gonna get into some fancy stuff in this next class.
Nice.
Some of my A game back stuff. So I'm kind of excited on this one.
Great.
Show you guys all the secrets, right? Keep all this.
That's
shit.
what we need. That's what we need.
Let's see. Oh, we got Thomas in. What's up, Thomas? Dun dun dun. We got Kevin and Ethan. Can't quite see. Hey, there we are. What's up, my friends? You guys got a whole home gym. Look at that. Wait.
Yeah. How are you, Professor?
I'm doing well. I'm just creeping on your guys' space.
Oh yeah, we have mats and all kinds of stuff. It's really cool to be able to see.
Dog.
Yeah, that's MJ.
That's awesome. Is that a standard poodle?
She's a schnoodle, so a giant schnauzer poodle mix.
Dang, that's
Yeah, she's big.
Wow, that's awesome. We can straight up do jiu-jitsu with that dog.
Yeah, I've got to take her upstairs when the boys start training because she is no help.
Ours are on mandatory naps right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Marcel, can you hear me now, buddy?
Yes.
Ah, my friend. How are you, Coach?
Good, sir.
Nice, man. You be getting in some training? I see you in these classes, man. I like it.
Thank you. Doing the best we can.
Word. Ooh, Nikki. What's up, Nikki?
Hey, how are ya?
I'm doing well. About to do some jiu-jitsu with the homies.
That'll be awesome.
Word. Ooh, we got a little bit of time, so we'll let the stragglers hop in as they go. Looks like Jordan is still here, the man, the myth, the legend. Guys, when you see Jordan, please tell him thank you. So much of our ability to operate on the World Wide Web is from his incredible skill set. So he's behind a whole lot of our online work. Love that kid to death. And next time you see him, beat him up a little bit and say thanks, because he's why we get to hang out so much together right now. Molly, what's up?
All good.
How are you, my friend?
Doing well. Thank
Nice. You got youngins to choke out today?
you. They gave up on me.
They're tired of mom beating them up. Yeah, that's awesome. So this class is partner suggested, guys. So if you have a partner, it's going to be really easy to work with them. If you have a dummy, it's also going to be really easy. It's just going to feel a little different. We're going to be moving our dummy around a little bit today. I want to talk about some of the back finishes that we worked on Wednesday, but also some maintenance to make sure we keep the back, right? And there's some ways to do that I find to be really unique to the gi, right? To the way we play the seatbelt in the gi, and we'll talk about that as we go. Make sure I got everybody going. Let's see. I'm going to try to get the camera a little taller. Let's all stand up.
Go there, Angel.
Uh-oh. Yeah, right. This jiu-jitsu, man. Gotta get our posture right. If you got a gi on, we'll fix it. Perfect. If you're in your t-shirt, nice job, blue belt. Guys, thank you so much for training. Again, it means so much to us to see you guys. This is absolutely the highlight of my week right now. We really appreciate everybody getting on the mats. This does allow for some kind of unique things, and it allows me to get really, really detailed and show you some cool tricks. So today we're going to talk about some pretty advanced jiu-jitsu. We're going to be using the gi dummy and the partner. I'm going to show it on both, right? So you can do it on either. Well, mainly we're just working some new mechanics you might not have practiced in the past, right? So let's get started. This is an all levels class, which means our warm-up is going to be a little different. We're going to do most of it on the floor, jiu-jitsu movements. All right, my friends? We'll go ahead and bow in. Nice. And we'll hit the ground. Perfect. So we're going to start off just 30 seconds, 45 seconds of triangles. Rolling that back out, going nice and slow. I'm just trying to loosen, trying to warm up a bit. So go ahead and make sure you're muted for me, guys. Doesn't matter about how fast you're going. I just want to make sure you're warmed up for class. Ready? And we'll go for 30 seconds. Triangles. Work time. Not going crazy. Just trying to warm up. Let's get loose. A little jiu-jitsu movements. Nice. Perfect. And time. Let's go shrimping. Shrimping on both sides. Ready? Work time. Just warming up those jiu-jitsu muscles. Let's get loose. If you're on carpet, watch out for the rub burn. Nice. Three more reps, maybe faster. There we go. There we go. Nice. We'll sit up. Jiu-jitsu sit-ups. Rolling over our inside leg all the way up into the lunge. Switching legs. Other side. Nice. There we go. 10 more seconds. Remember, you ain't going fast. Let's just get loose. Perfect. We're gonna hop up onto all fours. And sit out. Doesn't have to be fancy, but my right hand's gonna lift. My left leg's gonna straighten. My right elbow hits my hip. We can look right at the ceiling. Coming back in, other side. Right leg extends, left elbow hits our hips. And work time. Very nice. Good posture with that back. If you've been in Professor Elliott's no-gi class, a lot of sit-outs to the back. Make sure you're using that nice straight spine. Drive with those hips. Perfect. All right, good work. Catch our breath. Now, if you got a dummy, you'll grab him. If you got a partner, upper belt, go ahead and you're going to go first. Our partner will lay down. Okay, so let's start. Move the camera just a bit. If you want upper belt, you can do this first rep with me. We'll talk our way through it. Now, we're staying on the Toriando. Watch my dog's butt. There you go. From the Toriando, I want to be a little pickier though. It's all levels class, right? When you shuffle, your right hand, which is going to be our crossed hand, it's going to stay exactly where it was. Just pushing this knee away. Whatever arm that we're passing on. So if I'm passing to my left arm is gonna push my partner's leg out of the way. So if you got a gi dummy, you're just moving the legs. We don't have to be too picky. If you got a gi and a pillow, just hands on the hips on the pillow, run the pass. If you have your partner, turn you this way. When I pass to the left, I shuffle to the left. My right hand keeps pushing her legs away, like I was gonna push her hips to the floor across her body. But my inside hand pushes down. I want to get this near side leg out of the way so that when my left knee hits, my left shoulder has a space between her knee and her elbow, and that's where the pass comes in. From here, we're gonna move to side control. And inside control, we're gonna go knee on belly. Collar grip, fist to floor. Hip grip, fist to floor. Now remember, like we talked on Wednesday night, if I leave my elbow open when I go to knee on belly grips, here comes her knee right in my bicep, and now I'm getting stuck in this regard, right? She's gonna try to play the spider guard, and it's gonna mess everything up. So when I go to this hip grip, no elbow outside her, elbow across the belly. I know that I'm gonna stand up, right? So that's why I'm fine with the elbow being in tight. It is gonna disconnect my chest a bit, but my elbow's across the hips. It's not like she's gonna come up, right? And this is gonna allow me to push down and hop up to knee on belly. Now, from knee on belly, we're gonna spin the world. So if you got a partner, they're gonna try to re-guard, and we're gonna spin the world to get them back on their back. If you got a dummy, you're just gonna walk around the head, right? So from here, if my partner's going, she starts to come up on her side. I push the head down, I step over and pinch my knee to her side. Because I wanna keep the back exposure if I can, but most likely when I back step, she'll go to her back, and we'll be on knee on belly on the other side. I'll hop up, we'll run the whole chain again. Toreando, remember, shuffle your near side arm. So if I pass to the left, my left arm punches down. My right hand punches away. My left knee hits, and this is why her legs are clear, so I can fall into the pass. Side control, collar grip. So my thumb's in the collar, my knuckles to the mat. Hip grip, elbow closed. Turns my thumb up to the ceiling. Allows me to control her hips with my forearm. Hop up to knee on belly. From knee on belly, if I have just the dummy, no worries. I'm gonna step up, knee to the mat, back step, back to knee on belly on the other side. All right, so everybody feel good? Questions? All right, perfect. So if you get lost, just listen for my voice. I'm gonna be talking through best reps the whole time. One person will go the whole round, and then we'll switch bottom to top. I'll tell you when. If you're using a dummy, you get to do both rounds. So double the pleasure, right? Take care of your partners. Let's go on 3. 1, 2. Very nice. All right, here we go. Starts with the Toreando. Perfect. From the Toreando, secure side control. Go get a collar grip behind the neck. Get a hip grip, close the elbow across the belly. Hop up to knee on belly. Now, I'm gonna start to push her leg off and get on my side. She's gonna push the head down, kick me in the back with her knee. Now, if I stayed right here, I'd give up my back, right? So I wouldn't do this. I'd turn and face, which puts me right into knee on belly. All right, perfect. We'll run it back and pass Toreando. Secure side control. Catch your grips for knee on belly, elbow across the hips, plant. If you got a gi dummy, don't worry, you're just gonna step over the head, knee to the gi dummy, back step, you're right back to knee on belly. Reset, run it again. Toreando, side control. From side control, knee on belly. From knee on belly, spin the world. Knee on belly on the other side. Nice. Now you'll notice Beth is setting up that collar and sleeve grip for the near side armbar choke. I'm totally down if you want to add that in. Exactly like we worked on this week. Secure side control, knee on belly. Spin the head. Knee on belly on the other side. Ready to attack. Let's get one more rep, upper belt. Toriando. Secure side control. Knee on belly. From knee on belly, spin the head. Nice. Be ready to attack. Perfect. Bottom to top. Bottom to top. Whew, so if you got a dummy, catch your breath. If you got a partner, let's switch. Let's run it again, another round, but it's your turn. Or your second turn. Depends on you. Ready. Pants grips. Let's go with the Toriando. Shuffle. Steer the knees. Lawn dart. Secure side control. Knee on belly grips. From my knee on belly grips, hop up. My partner shows a good defense. As she escapes, we push the head down, step over, and pinch that knee to her back. So I can back step, knee on belly on the other side. Now again, I like the near side collar because she's gonna grab this grip to try to defend, and now I have the arm. Now I can start my arm bars or go back to my chokes. We'll come back. And Toriando. Secure side control. Knee on belly. Step over the head. Spin the world. Knee on belly on the other side. Near side collar. Near side sleeve. Run it again. Scoot your back just a bit. Oh, that's too much. Toriando. Secure side control. Take your time. Get a nice side control here. Good far side pin. Thumb in the collar. Hip grip, elbow down. Knee on belly. My partner goes to escape. Knee on belly on the other side. Remember, go for that near side collar. She'll want to defend. Get that near side sleeve. We'll run it back. And Toriando, I went that way last time. Perfect. Secure the side control. Collar grip, hip grip, knee on belly. She goes to escape. Push the head down. Back step. All the way to knee on belly. Near side choke. Near side sleeve. One more rep. And Toriando. Secure side control. Knee on belly. Spin. Knee on belly on the other side. Collar and sleeve. Good work. Catch our breath. Whew. Are you warm now? Right, you feeling good? It's time to get fancy. Now, I would like to talk about the position first, and then we'll try to tie it in together as a chain, right? So first, let's revisit what we were talking about. I'm gonna use my dummy. Come here, Stumpy Steve. All right. So we've been looking at the back, particularly how to finish those chokes from the back. Now, we talked a lot on Wednesday night about how this seatbelt grip, it's different in the gi than it is in no gi. In no gi, I like this hand to be free because I'm constantly trying to find the wrist control. Because once I have wrist control, we can start all these straight jacket attacks, right? Something that you see a lot with Professor Elliott in his no-gi classes, because I wanted to thin the hands to allow me to get to the throat. In the gi, we have the addition of the fabric. The grips change the game a little bit. I don't necessarily need their hands to affect the choke because I don't necessarily need just the rear naked choke to finish in the gi. I can choke with the lapels, right? So first, harness grip. Remember, we're gonna hide our wrist that goes over the shoulder. I'll always cover this hand, gi or no gi. In no gi, I got the alien hand trying to reach out and go get wrist control. In the gi, we're gonna stir some mac and cheese, right? I'm gonna take this thumb, pin it to my partner's chest. I know that they want this hand because it's the choking hand. So their arms are always gonna be trying to grab this side. So I'm gonna hide my wrist and my palm with my underhook arm to make sure it's harder for my partner to find my wrist. As long as they don't find it, I can attack the choke. Here we go. Stir the mac and cheese. Thumb slides inside of the lapel. And once the thumb's inside the lapel, make a grip on the lapel. Now, we're gonna attack the choke, and I'm gonna show some maintenance in a second. But first, let's go right to the game, right? The grip of the right hand. You stir the mac and cheese with the thumb, you connect to the lapel, and now watch, guys. My right hand is gonna climb up the lapel. It's gonna walk under my left arm. And what this does for me is it stops my partner from ever having a chance to really get in here and dig on this wrist to fight the choke. My left hand is just gonna be in the way the whole time. Once I'm connected, now I don't care if they can get this hand off, because this hand will go to the other lapel. Once I have cross lapels, the game's over. They just don't know it. They can move, they'll wiggle, but that don't mean anything to us. We're still gonna finish, right? Chin to the back. Because I wanna keep my upper body leaning forward. So if you can see me on this, I'm not back here. Back here is how he escapes because he starts sliding off the hooks. I wanna lean forward. And now with the forward in my upper body, my feet hit the floor and I'm gonna scoot my butt back. This is the biggest secret that I've ever been taught on the back. Sorry. When I'm here, it's now much easier to move my legs, right? If I'm stuck hip to hip, or even with a little bit of a lean back, you hear professors say, throw your legs over the belly, throw your leg over the shoulder. And you're like, man, I can't do either, right? Like this person's on me like this, I got nothing, and now they start walking over my hips and escape. What I really like, if I can stay sat up here, is to lean forward and now walk my butt back. Staying with that forward lean. And what this is gonna do for me, now there's some space between my hips. And this is gonna allow me to move both legs. My right foot falls out, my left foot falls across the belly. Because if he slides lower, it just makes it easier for me. I've already set the grips. My right leg will swing out and over the shoulder. My left leg will swing over my right leg. So whatever leg you have over the shoulder, you want it on the bottom of your crisscross. Now my whole body gets to act on their neck. I'm gonna extend my hands, pulling down on the grips. I'm gonna extend my legs into the ankle cross so I can pinch my knees, my whole body onto the choke. Right? So if we're gonna use our partner, it starts off just in the nice seatbelt position. Hide your top wrist. So if your right hand's over the shoulder, your left hand, the underhook arm, is gonna be on top of the overhook wrist. I'm gonna take this thumb, jam it to their chest. Now, I know that she's gonna defend. She's gonna try to get a hold of this top wrist. And if she does, no more choke. She'll bring it over her head. Whole party changes. So I'm gonna hide this wrist, hand to her chest. And now she can go for the hand, but she's not gonna get the one that matters. The one that matters is stirring mac and cheese. It's gonna go thumb into the lapel. And now with the lapel grip, watch, we're gonna, again, it's the Adams family. I'm gonna walk this hand up. It ends up higher on the lapel over my underhook wrist. So if she's defending, I use this hand to float. I walk my right hand, keep defending, purple belt. I walk my right hand higher. So she ends up on the wrist, but it's too late. It's already on the neck. So she can have her fingers in there. They won't stop the choke. My left hand slides to the cross lapel. Doesn't matter if it's all the way down here, just an anchor grip. Now, I stay leaning into her, my chin to her neck like a vampire. I scoot my hips back. I don't care if she wants to slide down. It won't matter now because the grip's on. We're gonna move both feet together. My leg that's on the same side as my choking wrist. So for me, that's my right foot on my right-hand side. My right foot's gonna fall out. At the same time, my underhook leg, so my leg that's on my left side, is gonna go across the belly. Now with it all moving at the same time, put your hand down for a little bit. I get to hook the arm. I'm gonna cross my ankles. And now I don't like to lay down because here's where she starts to like defend and she gets too far away and I'll lose the position. I like to stay sat up, hands down, thank you. Because now when I extend my hands and my legs, there's no sliding away, right? And even if it was worst case scenario and she slid out, like we worked on Wednesday night, my legs can move into the back triangle, right? And now we'll finish the position you see a lot in note. So upper belt, hop on. You're gonna work with me. Starting in the seatbelt position. Can you put your hands down now? Thank you. We're gonna take my hand that's over the shoulder, stir some mac and cheese. Right to the chest, thumb in the lapel. Once I get the grip, walk my right hand up the jacket, my left hand slides to the cross lapel. Chin to shoulder, scoot back, scoot back. I might even step on the hip here. This is gonna allow me to take my left leg over the belly, my right leg over the shoulder, cross my ankles. I extend my leg, extend my hands, finish. I'll hop off, run the whole thing again. All right, anybody got questions? You guys feel good with that? All right, let's try it on 3. Ready? 1, 2. Very nice. All right, purple belt's gonna go first. She's gonna get a few reps. All right, harness, stir the mac and cheese. Find the thumb in the grip. Now, once she's connected, she walks the hand higher. This free hand's gonna find the cross lapel. We're ready to go. Now you'll see Beth's a lot smaller than I am. So telling her to hook my shoulder with this leg is not feasible right now. Chin over the shoulder for me. She's gonna scoot her hips back. Yeah, notice it starts to bring me a little lower. This allows her legs to get over the hips, over the shoulder, and now she's ready to cross her ankles, extend the legs. Perfect. We'll hop off and run it again. One person the whole time, ready. Harness grip, stir the mac and cheese, find your thumb in the collar, walk your hands, scoot the hips back, throw the leg over, cross the ankles, finish. Whew, again. Seatbelt grip, stir the mac and cheese, walk the hands, scoot the hips back, throw the leg across the belly, over the shoulder, cross the ankles and finish. Perfect. Again, you know this choke, we've worked it all week. Seatbelt, stir the mac and cheese, find your grip, scoot back, step on the hip, throw the leg over the shoulder, cross the ankles, finish. One more time. Seatbelt, stir the cheese. Both grips, scoot back, throw the legs over. Nice, and finish. Bottom to top, other person's turn, bottom to top. Perfect, perfect. All right, here we go. First, seatbelt grip, chin over the shoulder, thumb to the chest, stir the mac and cheese until your thumb finds the lapel. Find the lapel and walk, 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 walk. Free hand finds the other lapel. I'm ready to go, but first I need to make a little room. Scoot back, scoot back. Over the belly, over the shoulder, cross my ankles, finish. We'll come back, again. Seat belt, hide your top wrist, thumb to chest, stir the mac and cheese until you find the lapel. Walk, 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 walk. Cross grip, scoot back, step on the hip, throw the leg over the belly, throw your top leg over the shoulder, hook our ankles, extend and finish. Again, seat belt, thumb to chest, stir the mac and cheese. Walk, 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 walk. Cross grip, scoot back, step on the hip, leg across the belly, throw the leg over the shoulder, cross our ankles, and finish. Again, seat belt, thumb in the collar, walk, 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 walk. Cross grip, scoot back, step on the hip, cross the belly, throw the legs over the shoulders, finish. Nice. One more. Seat belt, mac and cheese time. Secure the grip and walk. Slide the hand down, we're ready to rock and roll. Scoot back, step on the hip, leg across the belly, leg over the shoulder, cross the ankles, finish. Good work. Whew. All right, we'll catch our breath for a second. Now, sorry, gotta make sure our time's going well. I would like to move into the triangle, but first I'd like to show a little maintenance, right? Let's see. Yeah, let's do the triangle first, and then we'll talk about maintenance. Maybe we'll talk about maintenance next week. All right, my friends? Let's move to the triangle. I'm gonna grab my guy. Oh my goodness, Steve's falling apart. Poor stuffy Steve. Ugh. Don't mind us guys. This guy put his guts back. There we go. All right, it's fine. He don't need guts. Look, we're on his back. Again, seat belt, the gi style. So you're gonna stay tight, and you're gonna be trying to find your thumb in the lapels. Once I get that little pinch on the lapel, now my whole hand will attach. And now from here, and this is what we'll talk about on Wednesday. I want to talk about maintenance. Here, I'm gonna show this on you. One of the ways the gi helps me is because of this grip. It's so strong. I don't mind losing my hooks. It's not like I want to, right? But I plan on her being just as good as I am, right? So if we're talking about jiu-jitsu in the school, in the dojo, competition jiu-jitsu, I expect them to have answers, and my jiu-jitsu has to be skilled enough to accommodate them, right? It's not gonna matter at the grocery store, right? If I'm at King Soopers, Whole Foods, and you're acting a fool, if I get to here, the fight's over. You don't even know what to do now, right? You've never seen this before. You watched UFC once, you don't got a chance against my blue belts right here, right? But when we're talking about fighting other skilled opponents, they're gonna know the escapes to back control. They have to know it because it's where I want to be, right? They need to be able to defend worst case position because that's where I'm always trying to put them. So one of the things about the gi seatbelt, when we make this stir the mac and cheese grip, we're not gonna immediately let go of our wrist. I'm not gonna go for the choke just because I found the gi grip. I expect her to try to escape. The first escape I expect is that most likely we're gonna fall to the choking side. Let's do this a little bit. Now we might come off camera a little bit here, guys, because there's a lot of movement. We're gonna work on this next week. I just want you to know it. I expect her to slide off the hooks, but because of the gi grip, I don't change anything that I'm doing. I keep the harness, I keep my wrist control, I stay with my mac and cheese lapel grip, and now I'm gonna help her. She may not even wanna leave, right? She just stepped off the hook, she's waiting for me to move. No thanks, I like my position. So I'm gonna take this back leg, we'll put it right behind her hips, I'm gonna bump her off my right hook. And now with her gone, I can get to my elbow, slide my knee up the back, and set up our chair sit while never having to have let go of our seatbelt grip. This sets me up for the same chokes, the same arm bars, everything's good to go. Now, she might escape on this side as well, and here's where we'll spend some extra time on this next week. When she hops off the hook on this side, it's a little harder for me to get up on my elbow because it's under her armpit, right? I'm kind of stuck too. So big pro tip here, guys. I'm gonna turn this way a little bit. Perfect. When they fall off on the underhook side, the biggest mistake I can make is staying flat on the floor. I want to bridge because when I bridge, notice how that rolls her over my left arm. And I'm gonna start getting her hips up, and I'm gonna take this left knee and get it right underneath her hips. So I'm gonna bridge, jam it in her hips, and now I'm gonna swing her back over, and we end up in the same back control. So I like that transition a lot because my partner does a gang of movement and doesn't make it anywhere because I stay with the same grips. I never have to let go, which means there's no gray areas, no transitional areas. that she might wiggle away. So no matter where her lower body goes, as long as I keep this connection, I'm along for the ride. I just have to learn how to navigate it. Right? It's going to be a little bumpy, but smooth sails, you know, no skilled sailors, right? So the idea here is I want to get really good at this grip, because from here, I want to become like unshakable. Now, let's go with our choke. No maintenance. Maintenance will be next week. Let's go with our choke and find the triangle. Everything's the same. Stir the mac and cheese. Walk the grip up. Find the cross lapel. Scoot your hips back. Step on the hip, leg across the belly. Leg over the shoulder, cross my ankles. Now, can you lay your legs flat? Thank you. From here, I want to finish the choke. But every once in a while, this person gets a little too low, and I don't feel like I'm able to keep my elbow behind their neck. From this position, it's very hard to finish the choke. So this left hand, the low side lapel, the cross lapel, it's going to go find that foot that we just threw over the shoulder. And when I find it, I'm going to bring it to me. And notice that's starting to set up our triangle choke. Now, some things that can help me here. We're going to get a little on our side when we do it. So I might lay on my right side, step on the hip. Because I still have the grips, I'm not that worried about her sliding away. We're here, we're on the choke. Leg over the shoulder, grab the ankle. I'm pulling this ankle to me. I'm figure fouring my legs. And now, depends on you and your partner. But for a lot of us, this leg's going to be kind of in just no man's land. The only thing you don't want is for it to get caught between their legs, right? So the goal here is going to be to curl this leg behind their hips. So now in this position, I might finish the choke, but real easy. I bring this hand to my chest, pinch my knees, and hip in, finishing the choke. So again, we're just trying to get our jiu-jitsu broad enough to accommodate my partner having good success, right? They're gonna do things well. It's jiu-jitsu in life, man. Like, it's gonna do good and bad. There's gonna be ups and downs. You gotta learn to ride them both, okay? So, upper belt on the back. Seatbelt grip. Perfect. Now, gi style seatbelt. Take that thumb to the chest, mac and cheese till you find the lapel. Walk that lapel up. As it climbs, your left hand will slide down. Cross grip. We're ready to rock and roll, but first we got to get some room so we can move our legs. Hips back, step on the hip. Left leg across the belly, left leg over the shoulder, cross our ankles. Here's our first choke. Let's go ahead and finish. Extend our arms and legs, money time. Now, I feel like my partner's getting too low to finish. I'm going to step on the hip. And when I step on the hip with my left leg, my right leg's going to curl. Remember, you may have to lay on your right side to get this motion to work. As my leg curls, I'll grab that ankle with my left hand. I'll bring it to her chin. From here, I'm gonna hide my right ankle behind my left leg, and I'll hide my left leg, I'll hide my left leg behind their hips. And now we'll go two hands to their arm. Be really careful, guys. I'm not super flexible. You gotta go slow here with me. Bring those knuckles to your chest. Hip in and finish. Nice. All right, anybody got questions? You can go first. Upper belt, you're going first. Let's go, actually, let's go 1 for 1 on this, guys. 1 for 1. Ready? On 3. 1, 2. Very nice. All right, seatbelt. Mac and cheese till your thumb hits the lapel. Walk the grips. Scoot back. Leg over the belly. Leg over the shoulder. Finish with the choke. Now, when they slide down, you're going to lay on your right side. You're going to take your left hand to the ankle, pull it under the chin. Now, you may have to step on their hip to get them to scoot down. Yeah, cross the ankles. Bring the knuckles to your chest. And finish. Whew.
Short legs.
You can hear the difference in my voice, right? Like, once she locks on the triangle, the fight is over. We just want to take our time there, right? Bottom to top, or if you got your gi dummy, you just go again. Starts off in our seat belt, thumb to chest, mac and cheese. Walk, 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 walk. Cross lapel grips. Scoot the hips back. Start walking on them. Step on the hip. Throw the leg over the shoulder. Finish with our cross collar choke. Now, if they start scooting a little too low, step on the hip. Bring your right leg over. Remember, you may have to lay on your right side to create the angle. I might even take my left foot and step on their hip, scoot them down a bit. So my ankle ends up underneath the chin rather across their chest. My left leg is gonna hide my right ankle. My left leg is gonna hide behind their back. I might finish here, or I might go to the knuckles, bring them to my chest, arm bar triangle. We'll switch bottom to top, and we'll run it again. Starts off in the harness, mac and cheese, find the lapels, scoot it back, throw the legs over, choke. They start to scoot down, fall to your right side, find the triangle. Nice, grab the ankle or the wrist. Finish, knuckles to your chest. Again, other person's turn. All right, perfect. Harness grip, thumb to chest, mac and cheese, find that lapel grip, walk it up, cross lapel grip, scoot the hips back, start stepping on them, leg across the belly, leg across the shoulder. Our first choke, they slide too low, step on the hip, fall to your right side, bring your right leg around the neck, my left hand to my ankle. I'll hide my right foot behind my left leg, I'll hide my left leg behind their back. Grab that wrist, bring it to your chest. Finish. Bottom to top. Perfect. Seatbelt, gi style. There we go. Find the mac and cheese grip first. Find the cross collar. Start walking those hips back. Bring them down. Choke. They slide down. Fall to your right side. Set up the triangle. There you go, perfect. Bottom to top, run it again. All right, here we go. First, mac and cheese. Thumb in the lapel. Remember, I can hang out here. This is super strong. When I'm ready, I'll walk the grip up. Cross collars, walk it back. Hook the shoulder, finish the choke. They start sliding away. Step on the hip. Bring that right ankle over the chest. I don't want their shoulder or their chest. I want just the neck. Hide the right foot behind the left leg. Hide the left leg behind the back. Find that arm that's sticking up. Tasty treat. Take it home. One more rep. Perfect. On the back, seat belt with the mac and cheese. Find the cross lapels. Start stepping on their hips. Walk them over, walk them over, walk them over. First choke, they try to slide away, fall to your right side, step on the hip. Finish. Whew, perfect. All right, guys. So I'm gonna change the flow. I wanna do the whole class as one big flow. So I'll start with Beth first. Upper belt, start with me so you can get a feel for what's gonna happen. We're gonna run the whole series. Toreando, knee on belly, around the world, arm bar to the back. Okay, here we go, upper belt. Toreando, walk to the right, right knee, right shoulder, secure side control. From side control, knee on belly grips, hop up to knee on belly. My partner starts to escape, so I spin the planet, end up on knee on belly on the other side. Now remember upper belt, we were going cross grip, near side grip to set up that near side choke. I know my partner's gonna defend. I grab the near side sleeve and lift it up. Now I'm gonna put my right fist in the floor, so my right hand goes knuckles down. I bring my right foot up, go shin to the armpit. Let's walk this left leg over the head. Sit down. Here's our arm bar. Now, on Wednesday night, we just finished right here. It was over. Tonight, I want you to take that right foot out. Throw it across the belly. Perfect. Now notice I had to let go of that collar with my right hand. And that's because I'm going to take this. She's going to defend. She's going to grab her wrist. I'm going to take my left leg off the head, my left leg off the arm, and my left hand's going to grab right where my right hand is, right on the collar. Because I'm going to fall to my right hip, pick up on the grips, and it's going to put me on the back. From the back, I'll sit up, and now we're ready to do the back attacks. Stick with me, upper belts. Stir the mac and cheese. Find that thumb grip. Walk, 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 walk to our choke. Step the hips out. First choke. Move to the triangle when they slide down. Second choke and on bar. We'll switch bottom to top. All right, so get another rep, or if it's your partner, it's their turn. We're gonna go slow through this one, and then I'm gonna watch everybody go. I'm gonna turn on the clock, everyone's gonna go one for one. So let's do one more rep together. This time Beth will go. Starts off as the Toreando. From the Toreando pass, she'll secure side control. From side control, she'll get her grips, knee on belly. From knee on belly, she'll spin the world, knee on belly on the other side. She goes four fingers in the grip, pop the sleeve. Now she's gonna slide her knee on belly leg to the armpit, walk over the head, really slow, sit down. So here's the arm bar. You can finish the arm bar if you want, just for the rep, but then you're gonna take your inside leg, your shin that's on the ribs, take it out, put it across the chest. Classic arm bar. Now notice Beth hasn't let go with her collar grip, and that's because she's gonna pick me up in a second. She's gonna take this leg off my head. She's gonna take her right hand, 2 collar grips, and now she's gonna fall to her left side and pull. It's gonna pull me onto the back. And now from here, I'm gonna spin her around so you can see. There she goes. Harness grip. And now we're ready to attack. Stir the mac and cheese, find the cross lapel, scoot back. Throw the legs over the shoulder, cross the ankles, and finish the choke. They slide down, fall to your right side, grab that ankle. Find the triangle / arm bar. All right, it's a lot of jiu-jitsu, right? But you've been working this all week, so it's all the jiu-jitsu just put together as one big flow. If you have questions, holler at me, we'll work on it. Let me know. Everybody feel good right now, though? No questions? All right, so I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna turn on the clock, run it 1 for 1, go through the whole chain for me, okay, guys? On 3. 1, 2. Very nice. All right, get to work.
Larry trying to kill me here.
I need my phone, thank you. All right, starts with the Toreando pass. Perfect. From the pass, we'll secure side control, knee on belly. From knee on belly, around the world. From around the world, we end up knee on belly on the other side. With that knee on belly, we're gonna get that near side collar grip. We're gonna open it up. Start threatening the choke. That's gonna give us their near side arm. Perfect. Throw that knee in the armpit. Walk, walk, up. Walk, walk, walk. Arm bar. Perfect. Now, from the arm bar, we're going to take our leg off the head, grab 2 collar grips, sit up, and as we fall to our side, we're gonna pick them up and swing to their back. Nice. Now, once we're on the back, let's get our harness grip. We're sat up in the seatbelt, mac and cheese until that thumb finds the lapel. Once you find the lapel, you're gonna walk your hands to the choke grips. Once we have our choking grips, we're gonna scoot our hips back, throw our legs over, 1 over the belly, 1 over the shoulder. And here's our first choke, cross our ankles, finish. Extend our hands, ready to rock and roll. Now, if they start sliding too far down, we're gonna switch to the triangle. Step on the hip, throw that leg over the neck, slide that triangle into place, bring their knuckles to your chest, and finish. Nice. All right, bottom to top, or if you got a dummy, it's your turn again. Oh my goodness, there are children everywhere. Run for your lives, children. That child might be destroying the couch. Oh, that child might be naked. All right, here we go. Let me check out these reps. Very nice. Around the world on the knee on belly. Perfect. From the knee on belly, we set up the choke. They have to defend the choke, and that's going to give us the near side sleeve. Rip that sleeve up, set up your arm bar. From the arm bar, we'll bring our leg over the chest, like a classic arm bar position. We'll sit up, get 2 collar grips while we throw our leg off the head. That's going to allow us to lay onto our side, pull up on those collar grips, and bring their back off the mat. Swing behind, ready to set up our seatbelt grips. Nice. We're going to stir some mac and cheese. Find that lapel grip. Walk, 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 walk. Find the cross lapel grip. Lower. And now I'm ready to start scooting my hips back. Throw my legs over the shoulder and the belly. Cross my ankles. Finish for the choke. Very nice. Now, off the choke, they might start sliding away. And if they slide away, I'm going to go grab my ankle, bring it across the neck. I slide my other foot around my ankle and I hide it behind the back for the triangle. Nice. Knuckles to chest and we're ready to rock and roll. Very nice. Perfect. There we go. Yes. Bring the leg across the belly. There we go. There we go. Leg over the shoulder. Perfect. Nice. Yes. Now we're going to choke Daryl out. Perfect. And then from here, let's go to the triangle. Bring that ankle up into Daryl's armpit. Yes. Yes. Cross that ankle behind the neck. Hey, it's almost there. Yes. Nice help, Daryl. Perfect. Hey. Hey, there we go. Some pants grips on those Toriando passes. Control the pants, and I can control the hips. Perfect. Nice, Rich, all the way to knee on belly. Perfect. We'll find the choking. That will give us the sleeve for our arm bar. Yes. Now our left leg will come out, go over the chest. 2 collar grips so my right leg can open. And I'm going to pull them up, exposing the back and sliding behind. Yes. Now that we're on the back, it's seatbelt time. 1 hand under the armpit, 1 hand over the shoulder. Grab those wrists. Yes, mac and cheese so you find the lapel grips. Hey, once I got lapels, I'm scooting back. Stepping on the hip, throwing my right leg over the shoulder, crossing my ankles for the choke. It's going to feel very much like a bow and arrow, but with cross lapel grips, right? Some new school meets old school. Yes. Hey, very nice, Nikki. We see the regard. We're not worried about it because we're going to go knee on belly around the world. That's the great thing about passing on our feet, guys. We're extremely mobile. I may not be able to apply as much pressure, but I may not need to do that, right? I may want to spin around, find my way to the back rather than hold my partner down. Just is going to depend on the situation as well as the size difference between you and your opponent. Nice, very sneaky. Arm bars to back. That isn't something that's just for drilling. We can do this all the time in live goes. My partner's going to really defend the arm bar when they lock up in that figure 4. Now it's very easy for me to just swing to the back because they've committed so much to the arm bar defense. Nice. Man, really nice, my friends. Super long chain. You guys are doing awesome. Give me 1 more rep. 1 more rep. Starts off on the pass. Toriando. From the Toriando, knee on belly. From knee on belly, around the world to knee on belly on the other side. Nice. Now we're going to show them the choke. They'll defend, so we grab the sleeve, pull that arm up nice and high, walk into the armpit, set up the arm bar. Nice. After we've sat down on the arm bar, our leg that's behind the ribs can go over the ribs. I'll put 2 grips in the collars. I'll take my leg off the head and lay back. As I lay back, I'm gonna pull them up, sliding into back control. Nice. Harness grip, seatbelt grip. Gi style though, find that thumb in the collar, secure, and now start walking that hand up the lapel. My left hand will fall. From here, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna scoot my butt back, step on the hips, throw my leg over the shoulder. Here comes the choke. Now, they might try to slide away from the choke. That's okay. Step on the hip, bring my right leg over the neck, close the triangle, find the arm, pull it to my chest. Tasty treats for days. Very nice. Hey, good work, my friends. Nice, Jaden. Let's find that near side arm, buddy. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. Yes. Show him the arm bar. We know Dad's going to be tough. He's going to lock up his hands and try not to give up the tap. So we're going to go get collar grips, fall to our left side, and pull Dad up to his butt. Yes, right to the back. Very nice, Jaden. Start our chokes. Seatbelt, mac and cheese. Step on the hip, throw that leg over the shoulder. Cross our ankles so our whole body can finish. Yes. If Dad starts scooting away, he slides right into the triangle. Grab the ankle, step on the hip. Very nice, Jaden. Grab that wrist, bring it to your chest. Hey, it doesn't matter how tough he is. He taps here. Good work, my friends. Thank our partners. We'll fix our gis. And we'll stand up. Whew. Let's see. Try to help myself a little bit here. There we go. Guys, I'm gonna stay a little closer. Try to bring myself up. Uh-oh, there we go. Man, thank you all so much for training. You know how we feel. This is incredible to see our community together. I appreciate everybody getting on the mats. I've been checking out all the classes, jiu-jitsu and the Muay Thai. Like, it's incredible to see our community just sharing in this moment. You know, things can be crazy hard, and our jiu-jitsu family's still here, right? That means the world to me. Most of you guys I know in person. I've trained with you. If I haven't, again, thank you so much for doing this with us here. I appreciate it, and I can't wait till we get back onto the mats together. In that meantime, we're going to develop some mean skills. You know what I'm saying? Like the things that you're working on today, that is my A game. So if I make it to the back in like a competition match, this is the first series I will always attack. All their defenses, run them into the triangle, right? So this is why I like the whole fall into the choking side. This is why I like the gi harness. I'm thinking about that triangle. So I'm already planning on my opponent doing something well, and then I'm going to have to overcome that adversity, right? Because jiu-jitsu is like life, man. Like, this isn't easy. Just because you get skilled at it doesn't mean it gets easier. It's part of the reason why we love it, and it's also part of the reason why it can get a little frustrating, right? Like we're running into this grind all the time. And jiu-jitsu, man, it's really trying to help me stay focused on the grind in the moment, right? I don't have to figure out all of jiu-jitsu at once. What I need to do is crush whatever I'm doing right now, right? I need to crush the grip. I need to crush the setup with my feet. I need to pay attention to this moment. Keep succeeding in this moment. And when I start getting more comfortable staying in the moment, the big picture kind of takes care of itself, right? So even with everything going on, man, let's not fix it all at once, right? Let's fix whatever we're doing right now. And then let's crush the rest of this hour, right? Let's crush the rest of today. Knock out a few days in a row and notice how things start taking that shape that you were looking for in the beginning. The one that was stressing you out when you were trying to figure out how to get it all done at once. One step at a time, man. There's a reason why that cliche exists, right? It's been around forever because that's just the way it works. Jiu-jitsu's trying to show us this. Life's trying to show us this. The quicker we're able to kind of pay attention, the quicker we can move on. All right? So guys, thank you so much for training. I appreciate seeing you. Remember, we have this full schedule next week as well. In addition to this schedule, we're going to have classes with instructors from your individual locations, right? So you're going to see a whole bunch of classes on the schedule. that are related to your school. I recommend trying them all out, right? Like if you got the time, check out these HQ classes. Check out classes from the individual locations. One of my favorite things about the Easton's community is that this is a family that shares. We all have a little different style in the kitchen, and everybody's sharing their recipes right now. So get in there and find some new way to cook, right? Have some fun, meet some new cats. Thank you all for training. We'll bow out. Good work, my friends. I'm gonna leave this on. If you want to chit chat for a second, I'm here. I'm gonna ask Jordan to unmute everybody.
This one.
Thanks, Professor.
Hey, great work, guys. Great work. If you have any questions about today's technique, please let's talk about it.
I'm happy about the gym setup.
I have one.
Oh, all right. Who was that? I couldn't see.
Richard.
Wait for me. Hey, Richard, what's up, buddy?
So when you're going and you're transitioning from the arm bar, do you have the lapel underneath this leg? Like when you're going to the back?
Uh-huh. So can I grab my partner real quick to make sure I understand?
Yes.
So in the arm bar, we lay down. When we sat down, we had that near side lapel. We had the seat grip, right? So when I'm here, I have that grip. It's still underneath my leg. And the only reason why I haven't transitioned yet is because in this moment, she's going to grab her hands. So if I see this, and I see a really good defense, so let's talk about when I train with the professors. One of the more common defenses you'll see with the upper belts is she'll figure four her arms, and then this rear naked choke grip is going to go underneath my top leg. Because now, when she bellies down and stacks me, she's going to be able to pull her hand out, but also this hand that's behind my knee, can we go back? She can push this foot to my face, and that starts to bend me in half, and now she's going to free her arm and end up in the leg drag, right? So let's rewind. Knowing that that's such a common escape, I like to have some answers, maybe a little unorthodox, but not if we're keeping with our original intention of finding the back first, right? I want the back over everything. So when I show you the arm bar and you defend, really I'm just showing you the arm bar so I can get to your back. Does that make sense? So when I see this defense and I see this hand go under my leg, this is why I take this leg off. Does that make sense? Yes. Now with the leg off, she's gonna try to turn and come up, which is why I have to have the lapel grip still. Because if I don't have the lapel grip, she can rip her elbow down, and now she's coming up into my closed guard. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So with the lapel grip on, she's defending, and I'll be able to get both hands under, and when she turns to face, I just keep sliding behind her elbow, and it's gonna put me right to her back. And this will allow me to switch either to a lapel grip or to my harness mac and cheese grip. Did that answer your question, Rich?
Yes, thank you.
Awesome, man. That's a great question. I like that one. All right, we got some waving down here. Dimitri and Tyler, what's up, my friends?
How are you, Professor?
Yeah, I'm chilling with the homies. Today is going well.
Can you keep the collar grip when you go to the triangle and do the triangle and the collar choke at the same time?
Oh, so like when we're switching to the triangle, I would say if you're able to articulate with your legs there and not use the hand assist to pull the leg across for the triangle, then I can see how you can keep both for sure. I don't know if I'm flexible enough to keep both. So usually I have to let go of the triangle or let go of the choke with the lapel and switch to the triangle.
I got you.
But if you can do both, yeah, knock it out, bro. Double. Let's see. Anybody else got some questions? They don't have to be about today. If you want to mix it up, I'm down for. Yeah, Thomas, what's up, buddy?
Got just one quick one. So when you're doing like the transition from do like Toriando side control and then transitioning, kind of doing like the around the world, you're obviously keeping like pressure with your knee, but like what grips do you transition to make sure that they get like even less motion? Because I feel like I just end up going like,
right.
Sort of spinning because I got a dummy.
No, that's a great question, and that's something that that leads us to a very high level conversation about jiu-jitsu. So when we learn fundamentals, when we first come to jiu-jitsu, we're constantly trying to stay like perpetually connected to our partner, right? We're trying to stay with the pressure, trying to maintain the positions. These are things that like you have to know from a self-defense perspective. Because if I'm fighting someone at King Super's parking lot, right, and this person's so mad at me, like I took their parking space, like I don't want to let them up, right? Because if they get up, it becomes more violent. So really want to secure the position. Now, when we're talking about fighting another jiu-jitsu fighter, oftentimes they don't allow themselves to get quite that far down into the bad position, right? So the grocery store parking lot fight, I get nice underhooks and cross faces super easy. So there's no reason for me to relent with the pressure. But when I fight the really experienced fighters, oftentimes they're doing just enough with their frames to stay just a little bit alive, right? They're not all the way dead at any given moment. So for me, when I'm talking about maintaining position against that kind of fighter, I don't want to overcommit anywhere because I may get too far behind in the next transition. So when we're talking about passing, or when we're talking about securing like knee on belly and around the worlds, I like these positions to be on our feet because I like to be able to stay mobile with my opponent. And that means that my hands, we're going to do something called active posting. I'm not going to look for a super specific grip at any given moment during a transition. There are going to be times where for sure I would love to get some. There are going to be other times where I'm going to have open hands and I'm literally just pushing on my partner, right? So in this position, because this position is so dynamic and my partner is trying to leave, if I had grips, like a pants grip and a collar grip, I wouldn't have to leave. She can try to move, but she's already lost here, right? I can chase and pull. But if I haven't established those, that's why she's able to start really escaping. So in this moment, instead of putting my hands on the floor, because now my head's too far over my hips, right? I can't really swing around like I would like. I'm trying to stay with a good back, a straight back. So my hands post on her, but they don't grip, right? And what this is going to allow me to do, maybe on the head, on the shoulder, on the hip, this allows me to keep my hips down. So even though she's moving, I can see her and I can stay moving. Never establishing a secure grip because she's good enough to not let me. Does that make sense?
Yep, that makes perfect sense, actually. I think it's like the dynamic's a little different because it's like I don't know, I'm like crushing a pillow with
right.
That. So it's like there's not as much like fight back, but yeah, keeping it kind of like that active posting on them. As I think back to kind of like how that footwork kind of comes together, makes a ton of sense. So thank you.
It will, and as soon as you get a partner, like when we come back to class, it will feel exactly like you drilled, right? There won't be this big like, oh, well, it doesn't work because I did it to the pillow. It's the same motions. It will just be easier with a partner.
Yeah, I will say the one thing that's nice, I don't have to take care of the pillow partner. I can just really dig it in the hand and just like
extra reps.
Let him have it. So that's pretty good.
Word. All right, guys. Anybody else?
Thanks, Professor.
Man, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you training so much. It means the world to us. This is the highlight of my week, right? We talk about that a lot. Like, not all of us have a huge family, right? And I find myself really fortunate because I have like just a massive family. Like, you guys are incredible. So getting to spend time with you all is, man, this is where I should be. So it feels really good to see everyone's faces. It feels really good to see everybody training. Please stay safe. Take care of yourself. Stay home. Take care of your neighbors, right? Let's knock this shit out so we can get back to training as soon as we can.
Seriously, though.
Guys, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Professor.
Your face. You got a question?
I know, Nikki.
Are you just mad dogging that camera? She is.
Always see.
I forget I'm on camera. Oh. I'm mad dogging. I want to fight, motherfuckers.
Don't fight us now, bro. We ain't fighting. Thank you guys so much. So,
All right, bye.
you all have my phone number and my email. Hit me up if you need anything, okay?
Okay. Hi, Molly.
Thank you, my friends. See you later.